Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jim Morris. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and musician, sharing the healing power of music. And today we're going to take a look at a song by Eldredge called Raymond.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Got you some coffee.
Thank you.
Beautiful flowers.
Oh, daisies. I've always loved daisies the best. For my son.
Thank you. You be good today.
Raymond,
Yes, ma'am.
have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am.
I work down at Ashbury Hills, minimum wage, but it pays the bills, cleaning floors and leading hymns on Sunday. Catherine Davis, room 303, sweetest soul you ever could meet. I bring her morning coffee every day. She calls me Raymond. She thinks I'm her son. Tells me get washed up for supper before your daddy gets home. She goes on about the weather, how she can't believe it's already 1943. But she calls me Raymond, and that's alright by me.
You know, Alzheimer's is such a cruel disease, and not only does it impact memory and identity, but it creates a lot of pain for other people who are in the family, caregivers. This example really highlights the distortion that occurs with the perception of reality and how it can affect in a profound and unpredictable way people who are not even directly involved, meaning family members and close friends. We've got Eldredge here, who is playing the part of the janitor, who is showing compassion, love, concern, support, and making a positive difference in this woman's life. Not to mention the second and third order effects that this could presumably have in other people's lives, including family members who aren't able to be there for whatever reason. Her son Raymond, where is he? What has happened? Maybe we'll find out in the video, maybe we won't. But the bottom line is that Brett recognizes that even in the role that he's playing as not a primary caregiver or even a medical professional, that's not required in order to be able to help someone in this type of a situation. In caring for people who are struggling with dementia, there's what's called compassionate deception. And compassionate deception is a technique where it's a form of a therapeutic lying, basically, where the well-being of the patient takes priority over any type of a strict adherence to factual accuracy. And that's exactly what this woman needs and deserves in this type of a situation. It's love in action is what we're seeing here, and that's the prescription that she needs.
She talks about clothes on the line in the summer air, Christmas morning and Thanksgiving prayer, and stories of a family that I never had. Well, sometimes I find myself wishing I'd been there. When she calls me Raymond, she thinks I'm her son. Tells me get washed up for supper before your daddy gets home. She goes on about the weather, how she can't believe it's already 1943. And she calls me Raymond, and that's alright by me.
So again, his compassion for her and his willingness to play along and to pretend that he is Raymond is something that's not only helping her, but what's it doing to him? It is giving back to him things that he doesn't have. Not that he no longer has them in his life, but he never had them. He never had the type of childhood that Raymond had. As this loving mother is sharing her experience and the stories that she and Raymond shared and that she's cherished, he recognizes that, I find myself wishing that I was Raymond, because these are things that I never was able to experience for myself. And so this is providing him with comfort and compassion and support. There's a saying in life that you reap what you sow. And as he is sowing love and compassion and encouragement to this woman, he's receiving the same thing back to himself. And that's a great teaching for us to be able to walk away from this song and remember that we need to sow seeds of kindness and compassion and trust and believe that there will be a harvest for us to be able to experience so much more than we could have ever imagined. His motivation here is altruistic. He is giving without expecting to receive anything in return. And yet he's received more than he could imagine.
There's a small white cross in Arlington, reads Raymond Davis 71. Until she can see his face again, I'm gonna fill in the best I can. When she calls me Raymond, she thinks I'm her son. Tells me get washed up for supper before your daddy gets home. She goes on about the weather, how she can't believe it's already 1943. She calls me Raymond, and that's alright by me.
So Raymond's a hero. Raymond made the ultimate sacrifice and dying to serve others. And Brett's comment about doing his best to not only pretend to be Raymond, but to actually continue Raymond's legacy of serving other people, of keeping Raymond alive through serving others and sacrificing for the well-being of something that is going to last beyond yourself, something that is going to last and make a difference for both time and eternity. Caregivers know what it's like to sacrifice, to experience the emotional toll that it takes to provide this type of heroic effort in these situations that in many ways are going to be unchanging, but are going to be endured because of the commitment and the love and the willingness to be able to make a positive difference in someone else's experience. Despite the sadness and the tragic circumstances that are going on here, this is a powerfully beautiful example of what we can do to transcend those cognitive barriers that exist, not only for people who are suffering from dementia, but for all of us, because all of us have cognitive barriers when it comes to seeing things as they really are. And music can help us to be able to grow in that area.
She calls me Raymond. That's alright by me.
Oh, wow. Powerful. The profound sense of loss that this woman experienced when her son died when she was younger. And to live with that. And then you compound that with this terrible condition of having Alzheimer's, and how that has added another layer of tragedy to this woman's life. And as she lives in a reality where her son is still alive, we see how important it is, because it provides that emotional solace for her to no longer suffer with that tragic loss of her son. If you're in a situation where you have a loved one who is struggling with Alzheimer's or dementia or related condition, we want you to know that we're sending out love and support to you, that we care about what you're going through and what you're experiencing, and that just like Brett's role here in playing Raymond is heroic, your role is heroic as well. And we want you to know how much we admire and respect you. Thank you for supporting the channel, for giving us a thumbs up, for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, I invite you to do so. Let's work together to help others to recognize that music is more than just sound, that there's real healing. We've got a lot of different items in our merch store that you may want to check out to be able to help us to accomplish that goal, so that others can stop and they can start listening to music in a new way, a way that will be healing for them and for those in their lives.